It is with profound sadness that we announce the death of our beloved Catherine Ernest, also known as Auntie Catherine of Roblo Choiseul. She passed away peacefully on Thursday, March 27, 2025, at 5:30 a.m. at her residence. She was 83 years old. She was predeceased by her two brothers, Augustin Francois, also known as Aloy of Belleville Choiseul, Hugh Francois, also known as Quayase of Roblo Choiseul, her son Hilbert Ernest of Roblo, her son-in-law Lucius Francois, also known as Eddie of Dare Lagoon Jacmel, left to mourn are her husband Raphael Ernest of Roblo, 8 children: Johnson Ernest of Roblo, Nigel Ernest in Canada, Dwight Ernest of Roblo, Mervyn Ernest of l'Abbaye, Raffaelina Ernest, also known as Says of Bois d'Orange, Frega Francois, also known as Tekla of Dare Lagoon Jacmel, Beverly Ernest of Castries, Melina Barley in St. Croix. 14 grandchildren: Sharissa Daisy Sexius in Canada, Chloe and Kyla Ernest of Bois d'Orange, Kadim Ernest, Vibert Edgar, and Theo Ernest of Castries, Jurian and Melvin Barley in St. Croix, Julian Ernest of Bexon, Viana and Anavi Ernest of Labby, Abigail Twinkle Simmons in Tortola, Mia Pin in Canada, Shamika Mati in England. 3 great grandchildren: Aniva Ernest of Bois d'Orange, Javion Simmons in Tortola, Alia Ernest in Castries, 2 brothers Vincent and Peter Francois Roblo, 6 sisters: Agatha Lubin and family of Roblo, Teresa Henry and family of V4, Paula Martha and family of Bellevue V4, Magdalene Francois and family of Roblo, Rufina and Veronica Francois and family of Corinth, 15 nieces, including Melina Francois of Balata, Aurelia of Monrepo, Cassandra Martha of Granivier Grosenet, Brenda Schalmine of Bacatel, Uriel Francois Gangadine of Bellevue Choiseul, Keisha Francois of Caroni, 14 nephews, including Silas Henry of E4, Venus Bennett and Dave Henry of Roblo, Richmond Francois of Roblo, Aaron Francois of Reunion Choiseul, Marlon Martha of Castries, Marcianus and Petrus Francois of Bellevue Choiseul, Rolf Philip of Entrepot, Saul Ernest in Tennessee, 2 daughters-in-law, Cynthia Ernest of Bexon, Koshana Ernest of l'Abbaye, 1 son-in-law, Henson Barley in St. Croix, 1 grandson-in-law, Cam Sexius in Canada, 3 sisters-in-law, Selena Francois of Bellevue Choiseul, Diana Ernest in California, Julita Ernest in Grosenet, 3 brothers-in-law, Israel Ernest and his wife Sandra in Texas, Sylvester Henry in the U.S., Robert Martha in Bellevue V4, 3 godchildren: Virgil Jonassian of La Talk, Corolla Henry of New Village Castries, Helen Wilson of Roblo, cousins: Marina Jonassian and family, Sabina Jonassian and family, Priska Dominique and family, Marilyn Ernest and family, Marie Emanuel and family, Paulina's Jonassian and family, Anne Marie Wilson and family, Francisca Clozelma and family, all of Roblo, Pierre Wilson and family, Gregory Wilson and family of Riviere de Choiseul, caretaker Sophia Anatole of La Maz Choiseul, TZLC of Debril Choiseul, Judith Wilson of Roblo, other relatives and friends including Matilda James of Granivier Grosvenor, Cynthia and Patrick Ismail of Roblo, Ray Wilson and family of Roblo, Marie Joseph of Roblo, Flora Polion of Lamaze, Johnny and Jonathan Sinclair of Roblo, Winston and Petula Joseph of Debril, the Ernest families here and abroad, Barley families of Auger and St. Croix, Francois families of Choiseul, Castries and Dare Lagor, Jacmal, the Roman families of Dugas Choiseul, the Lafayette families of Choiseul, the Chanry families of Belleville and Montjacques Choiseul, the Jonassian families of Choiseul and Castries, Emmanuel families of Roblo and Castries, the Ephraim families of Monzi Choiseul, the Gabriel families of Lamage Choiseul, the Sinclair families of Roblo and Castries, the Wilson families of Roblo and Safi Labry, the entire congregation of the Debril SDA Church, the entire Roblo, Lamas, and Debril communities. The funeral service for the late Catherine Ernest, also known as Auntie Catherine, will take place on Sunday, 27 April 2025 at the V4 SDA Church, New Dock Road at 1 p.m., and the body will be laid to rest at the Margaret O'Brien Private Cemetery, Latuni V4. Her body now lies in the professional care of Crick's Funeral Home, Rivière de Richoiseul. May she rest in God's eternal peace.